Today is a day that I have been dreading. I have been dreading this day for many months now. We've played this world, seen it change, seen us manipulate it. And now, the time has come to do a project so big, so complicated. Something I'm really probably gonna mess up on. The time is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to it. Guys, I just started recording and this isn't my character. Why am I someone else? What is going on? This is not my person. What is happening? Okay, now we're good. I don't know what was going on there. I just restarted the game and now we're back to boot and hacks. That's awesome. Well, hello everyone, welcome in, and we're starting off in that hole we made in the last episode because that is where most of what we're going to be doing today is going to be taking place, inside this hole. You might be asking yourself, Boot, what are you planning on doing back here? And you know, I would absolutely love to show you. As you know, we have chest monsters everywhere. We have shockers just sitting around. We have barrels just sitting around. You know, and I've made storage systems that are all down on the lower level here. Places to store all of our things. But I find myself frequently too lazy to go down there and actually hand sort the stuff. And it's not very good. You know, it's not helpful because I just have all these chests, all these boxes laying around that are full of stuff, and I don't know where anything is anymore. Like, I literally don't know. So, today is gonna be a very complicated episode. Okay, for me. For me, it's going to be very complicated. We are going to need a massive amount of materials. And to be honest, I'm probably not even going to finish this today because it's that big of a project and it's going to require that many materials. But basically, we've carved that hole up into the mountainside there so that we can make a massive automatic item sorter. And it's going to sort just about every single item that we use or will use. Now, there's going to be some exceptions. I'm not going to sort things that I might have 5 of ever, right? But this mountain makes the perfect spot to do this build. Now, the first thing we're going to need to do is get this main level here kind of sorted out. I'm gonna have it set up in here. It's gonna be visual, but for no reason. Like, it doesn't need to be visual. But basically what I'm gonna have is I'm gonna have a system. I might have like a little stairway up here and a system to dump things into a hopper system. And then I'm gonna have that dump into something I've made in my creative world that I love. It kind of looks like it's like a little redstone thing that has a hopper minecart going around it, and it keeps stopping every once in a while to pick up the items, and it'll just send them through to the sorting system. And it doesn't need to be there. We don't need to have that, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to have this little system in here, and the minecart can disappear behind a wall or something. But we need a floor in here. We need a place that we can work on. So I need to go get a lot of stone, and thankfully I do have a ton. Okay, so first thing here is getting up a floor, and I actually am hoping that I can find a spot where I can go a little bit lower than this. It's not really okay. Oh, of course, it's because it's flat and long here. I mean, I guess there's ways to do this. We can just have like do lava. It's weird. There's grass on the inside there. We could do like a lava flow down and water it to turn it into cobblestone, but I don't really have any lava right now. but that might be the only way. I need to have it a little bit lower, I think, than it is current. I need to have it at least one lower. Could go all the way over to here and then pull that over a little bit, because there's one lower. Yes, okay. This will be perfect. I need a little bit of this, just a little bit lower. We're gonna kind of pull this back out this way a little bit. I think we'll go a little bit farther than this. Let's see. I think right here will be great. I think this will be great. And I need to make sure we're torching in here too so we don't die, because that's something that could happen. All right. And then let's just get a big area kind of filled in here. I'm going to cut this down. It doesn't need to be huge, actually. It just needs to be big enough that we can have our little distribution area that I want to do. Kind of go from there. And we're going to make this more textured, more detailed later on. But for right now, I just need a place I can work in so that I can start pulling my ideas together here. So I just want to point out to everyone that this episode is probably going to be a little bit all over the place. We're probably going to do a lot of cuts to new builds, the things that I've done, and then just kind of explaining them, because it's going to be a lot of stuff. And I think just for an essence of saving time, I don't want to be talking about everything while I'm doing it, 'cause it's going to take forever. I mean, this episode, it's going to be a miracle if I get it out next week, because that's how much work I have to do here. So I'm going to go build something right now, and then I will cut back after I've built it. All right, we've got a little something going on here. This is my weird idea I had. I guess it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to kind of look like some type of automatic dispenser system, I guess. But we've got some smokers in here and just some hoppers that are kind of hidden behind here and everything. And this hopper chain comes all the way over to here. And this is where we're going to deposit our items into the sorter. So I have 4 spaces here. I have 2 spaces for shulker boxes, and I have another one for a chest, like a large chest, in case I just have stuff on me. I can just dump it off into there. And you can see, like, a lot of this is just very, very pointless. I don't need this minecart to be moving around. I mean, I could just have hoppers just taking everything, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to have something like alive in here. And of course, this is very, very plain right now. We're gonna make this look a lot nicer, but I wanted to get this room kind of built out and feel out how it's gonna look. Now you can see this stops every once in a while. It's always gonna grab from all of these. And I really don't have to have this, but I just thought it was kind of nice to have it stop every once in a while. Like it's like sitting there getting some goods. But basically all of these hoppers can have stuff in them. So if it gets backed up, all of these will have stuff. On the other side here, we've just got this system. I just thought it would look kind of cool for it to kind of like disappear into the distance, like it goes into the cave and it comes back out. So we've got our there's 4 hoppers that it'll dump into right here, and these don't go anywhere yet. But then controlling the stopping and starting that, we just have a simple redstone hopper clock over here. So there's 64 items in here, and once it fills up with 64, there's nothing left in this switches and it reactivates the other thing on the other side. So a pretty cool little setup, if you ask me. And now I have to finish off this room a little bit, but I don't want to finish this off yet until we get going on the underside. So the underside is going to be where all of the items get stored. And we're going to take this pretty much straight over to there and just make a gigantic room. I'm thinking of just having like a ladder down, like right here to kind of get us into the area. Now, before we get started on building this actual storage area here, we need a lot of materials. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend some time here collecting a bunch of dark oak. I've already collected a lot of stuff upstairs that should help us at least get going on this. But yeah, I'll be back in just a second, and we'll be getting going on getting the interior of the actual storage area set up. Materials collected, and we're currently sitting underneath of our distribution system. There's the hoppers over there. Sorry for the awkward close-up there. I was trying to find it. I'm gonna set this block as gonna be the first level of the storage system, and we're gonna take it pretty much all the way over as far as we can to that wall. And you know, honestly, yeah, I might pull this out just a teensy bit, because then we can go a little bit deeper. We go over there. I don't know if it's worth it though. But we can go pretty much all the way out here. Like, we might not even need a second floor in this thing, because it's just going to be such a massive area anyway. But we're going to go ahead and get started here building at least the outer rim. We've got a lot of spruce here, kind of go along with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will come back to you once I have gotten a good amount of this done. All right, so as you can see, we've kind of made a giant rectangle here. We're getting there, but I need more dark oak again already. We've already gone through probably about 7 or 8 stacks just getting this trim, and we have a lot more that we need to do with it. So I'm just gonna probably keep updating you guys with where we're at after I spend like an hour or so on it, and because this probably took about 30-35 minutes. It was a lot of crouching. I know it doesn't look like much, but there was a ton of crouching going on here. So all right, let me go get those materials, and we're gonna get kicking on this a little bit more. And here we are a little bit later. You can see we've got all of our barrels in, and I'm using barrels because hopefully they reduce lag. There are going to be a massive amount of hoppers here. Honestly, I've never done anything close to as many hoppers as we're going to have here. I mean, it's probably going to be over 800, and I don't know how that's going to work. I really don't know how that's going to work. I think the biggest thing I've ever done hoppers with before was maybe 100 ever. Now this PC is also more powerful than the computer I was doing that on, but I don't know. This might get laggy here, so I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, and we're going to use barrels instead of chests, because I know chests can cause a lot of issues when you have that many of them together. But this is essentially it. This is one floor of this system, and I'm hoping that this is enough space for everything we'll need. I'm pretty sure it will be. You'll notice a big hole in the middle. I haven't decided what I want to do here yet. I was kind of leaving it open for now until we get some of this sorting system going, because I really want to see how much more space we need. I mean, we might actually need another floor, because you know, this stuff can add up pretty quickly. If we do stone, cobblestone, stone bricks, granite, andesite, diorite, deep slate, and all of its varieties, like, we're already over to here. You know, and then we've got all the wood varieties too. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that this is going to be enough. And I think we will need at least one more layer underneath, which means double everything that we have here. There are going to be some things I'm not going to bother sorting, just because I think, you know, I'm not going to have enough of them worth putting into a chest or a stack of 4 barrels. And I think it's going to be a waste of space. So we'll have like a dump off area with a ton of stuff too. Just, you know, anything that doesn't get sorted just goes into those chests and stays there. And if I'm looking for one of those odds and ends, I can find it. But first things first, I want to get this system working. Right, I want to get some of the hoppers going and all that stuff before we worry about doing another floor, because we can always just drop down and do that later. Like, that's not a big deal, and that'll also help us decide how we want to decorate this. This is such a big space here, and I genuinely like don't know what to do with it in the middle. So if any of you have any ideas of what we should put, you know, in the middle here, now. That's very close. If we do wind up doing another level, I want to leave this open looking down to that lower level, but that lower level is going to need something in the middle too. So Give me some ideas down below in the comment section of what you think would look cool here in the middle. We're gonna put a roof over this. I don't want to see the inside of the mountain from the inside of this, because like this is what the inside of the mountain's gonna look like. It's not gonna look great. So I don't want it to be shown, but yeah, this is it. This is going. The next step is for me. I'm making an absolute massive amount of chests right now for hoppers. I've been AFKing at my iron farm whenever I can, just to fill up on that too, because we're gonna need a massive amount of hoppers as well. So that's the next step. I think it's just more waiting right now and more grinding out wood and getting chests, because it's a massive undertaking right now to try to get everything to where I need it to be. And just to show you how much I've been AFKing, okay, and this isn't, you know, our iron farm isn't the most effective thing, but this chest was about half full, maybe a little bit more than half full when I started AFKing yesterday. We've got this one completely full, and this one is getting closer to full. And then over here, so we're getting a new row of spruce trees growing up over here. I have doubled the amount of spruce trees that are growing to ensure that we have enough wood. And we have a bunch of chests over here as well. These are still growing, so I'm not going to cut them all down. I like to wait until every single thing is grown before I come in here and cut them all up. But this is already what we've got. This was so expensive, guys. Like, this is so many chests. This is so many chests, and we probably need at least another two. Like, we need to probably at least fill this row with chests, right? It's just a lot. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and AFK in our bamboo farm here, so that the iron farm can work its magic, and the bamboo farm will be working its magic as well. So I'm gonna do that overnight. It's late here. I'm getting ready to go to bed, and then I'm gonna pop back in probably once I've gotten all the barrels connected up to a hopper. So see ya. Maybe did I get it? I think I put it on. Yeah, we've closed ourselves in. All right, I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so we've got our first set of hoppers tucked in down here, all around all of the barrels. We've got 4 high. This was quite a lot. We have 10 left now, but the good news is I got plenty of iron left, and I've still got the spruce trees growing, so we're gonna be a-okay here. But I quickly wanted to go ahead and get this first little module set up here so that we can kind of just confirm that everything is working how I want it to. We might need to go get a couple more hoppers to do this, actually, because I think we're gonna need more than 10. So let me go run and do that real quick. Okay, so I think 16 hoppers will be more than enough. See, you can see I've given myself a little bit of a platform back here to kind of work off of in order to build these modules. But if anyone has ever done this before, they should recognize this pretty easily, this design. It's nothing too crazy. It's really nothing too crazy. But I'm gonna come up here, and I'm actually going to pop this out. Let me see here real quick. Let's see, this will be comparator, redstone. Oh, wait a minute. Comparator, redstone. This, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we need one more block down here. Put that in the wrong spot. That's okay. All right. Now, I don't like to have the excess blocks here that we don't need, but I'm gonna just do this, and we're just gonna build this across. Now, I don't need it right here, because what I'm gonna do here is these 3 are all gonna be the same thing, and I need to turn that hopper down so it doesn't go into the next one. But we're gonna come all the way across, and we're just gonna do this uniform everywhere, because that'll make things a heck of a lot easier when building this. Okay, break that torch off. Let me break this hopper too before I forget, and we'll just have it go straight down. These 3 barrel sets are all going to be the same item. That's why I'm leaving them like that. Okay, and we go like this. So this is the setup right here. This is basically the setup. We need another set of hoppers right here facing down in all these. Some going into those. And again, this is going to be blank right here because we're not going to have anything. We're going to have a comparator here, 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 and here. And we're going to have hoppers pointing at those comparators. Now, down here, I need to put a repeater here, 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 and here. And we're going to close this off just like this. And I'll probably wind up taking out this now because I don't really need this anymore. There's not going to be any redstone there. I'll leave that one little block there, but we're just putting some redstone dust now. Some redstone dust the rest of the way. And I know it's going to blend like that, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. The final step here is, and I should have done this already. Let's go. We need to go get a few more things to make sure this is set up and functioning fully properly. So let me go. Actually, let me get that hopper first, because that'll be nice to have. There it is. And I think I dropped another one somewhere. There it is right there. Perfect. Look at that. All right. So something else you'll need normally when doing an item sorter is a unique object that isn't going to go through the sorting system at all. Now for me, I'm going to put literally everything through this system. So what I'm going to use instead is a named item. And I'm just grabbing some things here real quick that we're going to need to test it out. But I think I'm just going to use some dirt. I'm going to be using some dirt. And we're just going to name a whole stack of dirt. We'll name it. What should we name it? I kind of want it to be something silly. No one's ever going to see it. We'll just name it P for right now. Why not? And we have a whole stack of P now. So why do I need a stack of P? Ouch. It's going to basically be what separates the items we need and the items we don't. So the items I'm going to be doing in this first set of things are all stone based. It's going to be stone stairs, stone bricks, or stone we're gonna need more than enough here. Stone slabs, stone blocks. I want to make sure I get over. I want to make sure I have enough of everything, because it's got a, I forget what the number is, but it's got a limit to it where it won't actually show in the chest below until you pass that limit. So if we have more than it, we're going to be great. Yeah, so we're going to do the stone blocks, some stone walls. Oh, they're not stone walls? I thought there were stone walls. There aren't. Okay, so stone walls will be out. But we'll do, okay, we'll just do the 3 for now, and we'll put some other object in there with the stone. I'm not going to do buttons. Buttons seems kind of silly and pointless to me at this point, but anyway, we got to go get this finished, fully set up now. We're going to need my redstone torches. We got them. Perfect. Okay. So the last thing for the redstone portion of this is redstone, 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 redstone torch in all of those specific areas. Now, the peas come in handy here. You're going to put one in each. Oh, it's not working. Hang on. Is it? Why is that not working? Did I do something wrong? Shouldn't be. That should be right. Did I not put a torch? I didn't. I put the torch on the wrong block. That's it. Okay. Sorry, guys. The torch needs to be on this block so it locks the hopper. That's my fault. That's my fault. Now we have 2 peas in here. In here. Okay. 2 peas in there. 2 peas in a pod. And now this should lock it up here so it stays. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So this is basically how you're going to filter this. You want 4 objects in here, all to the right, of things that will never pass through this system. Okay. And then in that last slot, you put what you want to be sorted. Okay. So in these 3, I want that to be the stone blocks. And then in this one, I want it to be the stone stairs. And in this one, I want it to be the stone slabs. And in this one, we're gonna figure out about this one. I thought for sure there were stone walls. I don't know why I messed that up so badly, but okay, anyway, now I'm going to just come off here a little bit so I can push a hopper over here, and we need a hopper chain going across. So now when I drop this stuff in here, it should all get sorted properly. And you can see this one's getting bigger. It's getting more full. And what's happening is once this reaches a certain number, it's going to let every single stone block through that goes past. I forgot what that number is. It's 42. Okay. And you can see it's passing one pat down now. So at 42, it drops one. So it's only letting stone into there. And then once all that stone brick is gone, these stairs should go into here. And that should be super, super helpful. Now, something else I want to do, just kind of help me keep track of what's in each of these, is above each hopper, I'm going to put what is being sorted. And there's the stairs getting filtered through. We're getting there. Okay, there we go. We'll put a stair there. And let me grab, well, I just need one of these slabs. And we're going to put, a slab above this one right here. Okay, and this is how, like, if I need to come in here and do maintenance, this is how I'm going to see what's in each slot. And there you go. The stairs are going through now too. And now it's going to be the slabs. They're going in, and they're not going in anywhere else, right? It's such a cool little system. And it works out super, super well. Of course, we need a lot of hoppers to pull it from all the way over here, but we'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. And I need to figure out some arbitrary item to put in here. That kind of fits in with the stone, but maybe I'll just do the oh my gosh, the dripstone. Maybe we'll do dripstone in there, because I think there's only the one variety of it anyway. I don't even know if I have any right now, but I feel like that's a good block to fit in there because it doesn't have varieties to it. I'm thinking it'll be okay. I'm gonna go see if I have any of it first. You know what? Actually, let's do the tough. The tough makes more sense. We're gonna have tough, and again, right now, I guess in the new update there's gonna be more tough, but we can just have that separate from the normal tough. I don't think it's not gonna be that, but we do have dripstone as well, so. But I'm really not using dripstone at all. I will be using tough once we get the new update and get this world updated with the new update. And I don't think I could say the word update any more times in this sentence, but I'm going to say it one more time. Update. Alrighty, anyway, let's go. Let's go get this sorted out too. And we're going to put our tough block right here. So we know what's in there. We're going to put a tough block in here. And again, we're just going to make sure this is sorting correctly. So we're going to throw it at the beginning, and just to make sure it's filtering through, and it is. That's perfect. This is wonderful. And when we come down here, we should see stone. And again, I'm going to need some of these. Because we're going to also mark in front what is in there. So there's our stairs. Put that in there. Put this in here. We're going to take one of our slabs. We're going to put that right here. And this isn't just another way for me of reducing lag. Instead of having item frames, we can just walk up and see what we've got in each thing, right? So it's not the prettiest. It's definitely not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but it's going to work out just fine. So I'm going to go ahead. And I'm going to spend a lot of time this weekend trying to get as much stuff sorted in here as possible. And it's going to be very, very time consuming, but it's going to be all worth it. So the next, I'm going to cut now, but when I cut back, we're probably going to have most of this floor, most of this level completely done. And we'll probably have to call it an episode at that point, because I think it's going to take a long time. And then we'll probably pick up back with this next time. All right, everyone. So we've got a lot more sorted up here. We've gone almost about, 2/3 of the way, I think. About 2/3 of the way, all the way around, and I'm starting to run out of things to sort. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end this episode right here. I think this is going to wind up being a 2-part episode, because this is just a lot of work. But you can see these two over here. Neither of these is being sorted right now. So what I'm going to go and do over the weekend here is I'm going to go start emptying and destroying and getting rid of all of my chest monsters. And we're going to go ahead and throw just everything into the sorter this weekend. And, you know, what doesn't get sorted is going to wind up in those two rows of barrels. And actually, I'm thinking I might do a third and fourth there just to be safe, just in case it overflows. And then from there, we can figure out what else we want to sort. Because really, I think we have about over to this corner right above my head here for objects. And then I think I'm going to want to go ahead and use this wall for something else. So I was thinking that I might need another level, but now I'm not so sure. But I'm going to quickly go ahead and run through everything so you guys can let me know if I missed anything. There's definitely some things I haven't thrown in here because I'm not going to use them, or I haven't used them yet at all. It's probably better from up top because I don't have the bottom sorted yet. But anyway, we have our stone varieties, tough, cobblestone, all the diorites and andesites. I only did stairs and slabs. I don't think the walls I'm going to have very many of. We've done normal deep slate, cobbled deep slate, deep slate bricks, deep slate tiles, the stair varieties of those last three, the slab varieties of those last three. Again, I'm not worried about the walls. Got the bricks. I'm not worried about the smaller parts. I don't think we're going to be having many slabs or stairs. The dripstone, calcite, the normal terracotta, the white terracotta. These are the only two I've used so far, so I don't think I need any other ones. The stone bricks and its varieties other than the wall. The packed mud, the mud bricks, the normal mud, dirt, grass, coarse dirt, rooted dirt. Got dark oak and all the varieties of stuff I'm using. Oak and all the varieties of stuff I'm using, spruce and all the varieties of things I'm using, and then the other woods I'm not using too much, like birch, the acacia, the jungle. We've got the jungle and all of its varieties of stuff that I would probably potentially use. The mangrove roots, mangrove log, mangrove stick, sand, gravel, and stone brick, mushroom, brown mushroom, podzol, moss, glass, black glass. These are the only two I've used so far. Glowstone, netherrack, the 6 varieties of leaf blocks I've used so far being dark oak, spruce, mangrove, oak, flower azalea, and azalea. Got the composter, which I use these a lot for walls. I like using these as walls. The iron fence, the chain. In here we've got lanterns, leather, and sticks. These are all the things I will be using the most. And so let me know if I missed any blocks to put. I don't want any mob drop stuff in here. I know I have the leather here, but that's a bit of an exception at the moment. So yeah, let me know if you think there's something else that I should add that I haven't added yet. And I'm just gonna quickly adjust this up. As well, we're gonna do this. So we got a little bit of extra space just in case there's a lot of stuff that I haven't sorted. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. We're gonna go ahead, like I said, we're gonna probably spend the next time finishing this off, finding out what else we need to have in here, and then we're gonna probably decorate this. So I need a couple things from y'all. Okay, I need you to let me know if I missed any blocks. Okay, I've looked through all my chests. I don't think I've missed anything that I'm going to be using. And 2, what should I fill this center void with? I'd love to get some ideas because it's a huge space and I work better in small spaces than I do in big spaces. So I'm gonna need some help there. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out and watching this episode. I hope if you've never used one of these before, you learned how to do something to make it. There's a lot of redstone here. That's the other thing I need to do too, is over the weekends I need to go get more redstone. I'm almost out. But anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out today, and hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully you're excited. I'm super excited to get this going. It's going to be fun this weekend, getting rid of all those chests I have just lying around outside. But anyway, I will see you next week. Have a good one. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do it while I eat this carrot. It'd be awesome to keep up with this world and all the progress we're going to make in it. We're going to be going back to some aesthetic stuff soon, rather than technical and infrastructure stuff. So anyway, you all have a great Father's Day weekend. Actually, this will be up after Father's Day, so I hope you all had a good Father's Day weekend. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.